Greetings, everybody. We're coming at you from historical Salem, Massachusetts, where she's so scared that she can't even get a hold of herself. Look at her, she's so frightened.
Well, you just hit me.
Oh no, we have it on video that I just hit her. It was an accident, I swear to God.
Yeah, of course it was an accident.
Well, we're just having such a good time out here because this is our favorite time of year. Just Halloween. It's the first weekend of Halloween, and we're on our way back from my house in Massachusetts, which is a haunted house. It was built in the 1700s. The town records don't even know which year. And everyone that stayed there has had some kind of a spooky experience.
Not me.
Except for Patty and my buddy Chris Purvier never had a crazy experience there. Other than that, so I'll get into a little more details about some of my experiences later in the video. But for now, since we're in historical Salem, Massachusetts, with the historical Salem Witch Museum right behind us, we figured that we would bring some attention to this book, The Ghost Next Door, by Mark Allen Morris. So, what story stuck with you, Giggles?
Sorry. It was really funny. So the story, there are several stories, but because I'm laughing too much, there's this woman that stayed in this hotel, Parker House in Boston, and then at night, she left the light on in the bathroom, and also she left the door open. She went into bed, and then sometime after the light went off and then the door shut, so she got up to see what was going on. She didn't find anything. She turned the light back on and opened the door, went to bed, and then the same event happened twice. So then in the closet, she saw the light went on, and then she said, "Leave me alone," or something like that.
Right.
And then the activity stopped. So then the next morning, when she went to, she was gonna use the bathroom before going out, and she didn't see anyone in the bathroom. So she used it. After she came out, she was gonna wash her hands. Then she saw this woman wearing a maid uniform, and the guest described it as it was creepy. So then the maid asked the guest, "Did you have a good night last night?" And the guest says, "Yes, I did." And the maid said, "Are you sure?" In a very creepy way. So the guest was so creeped out that she checked out.
I don't blame her.
No, me either.
One of the stories, I haven't read most of the stories, but I did pick up one because it was about a doll. And personally, dolls kind of creep me out. Probably stemming from back in the 80s watching the first Child's Play movie, but I guess I've never recovered. Because this doll they're talking about in the book, I mean, they put it in the attic, and for some reason the thing would appear in the family room the next day. They'd lock it in one of the bedroom closets or something like that, and it would appear in the bedroom the next day. That kind of thing kind of creeps me out, so I enjoyed that. It's just a collection of true ghost stories, and one of the reasons it freaks me out so much, and I enjoy stories like that this time of year, is because, like I was saying earlier in the video, I live in a haunted house. So most of the experience I have are pretty innocent. It's just footsteps in the upstairs bedrooms that I can't explain. I've gone to inspect them several times, and there's nobody there. I've been home alone when this happens most of the time. Another time I was home alone, there was a conversation taking place in the next room over, and I just assumed it was my buddy and his girlfriend that were living there at the time. And then about maybe an hour of this going on, I'm just minding my own business, reading in the family room. They come home. And I was like, well, wait a second. If you guys are just coming home, who the hell's in your room? There was nobody there. So that creeped me right the hell out. And my buddy, his girlfriend, like I was telling you earlier, she spent the night there, and she ran out of the house screaming and never came back. She's to this day, and that was years ago. And the worst thing that happened to me was probably one night I was sleeping in bed, and I was awakened by movement in my bed, and it was like somebody sat in my bed, and I looked over and there was an indent from where somebody had sat. So that freaked me right the hell out. But I love ghost stories because I've experienced these things. Who knows what the hell they are, but it's fun to imagine that there is some deceased person living in your house with you. So
Well, of course. I mean, like, you can't think, well, yeah, you can if you want to, but I don't think that this is where everything ends. It's got to be something else. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
And I would love to have a supernatural activity, even though I'm a chicken. But I would love to, but it just doesn't happen to me.
Well, since we're here in historical Massachusetts, Salem, we're going to cut this video short and get back to our fun because this is just amazing. So hopefully she'll have that supernatural experience today, huh? In the next video, we can have her a little more frightened instead of laughing her butt off throughout the whole video.
Well, it was really funny. I had my sunglasses on, and then he was getting ready to film the video. He put his arm down, and then there was my sunglasses went just down. So.
I smacked her live on camera, everybody. But yes, The Ghost Next Door, Mark Allen Watts. We will leave a link for the book in the description below. We're going to get back to our fun, so thank you very much for joining us today, everybody. We'll see you next time.